The film of the day is The Stone Eater. This is the first feature film by director Nicola Bellucci. It's the story of a human trafficker, Cesare, who discovers the corpse of his nephew Fausto in a remote mountain valley in Piedmont. The setting is very mesmerizing because the story takes place in Val d'Aralda, which is an uncontaminated Italian land in this region. The cinematography is also very magical and effective. The entire film is inspired by a novel. However, it doesn't have that grip and pace that is very cinematic. It is a crime thriller that tends to drag along, so we'll see how this feature director will evolve through his work. Welcome to the Museo Nazionale del Cinema in Torino. This is the National Museum of Cinema, one of the oldest and most important venues to learn all about the history of movie making. If you come here, you'll explore all the antique machines that were used for the storytelling of the silver screen. You will also see exhibits, thematic exhibits. There's an excellent one about Rita Hayworth, since it's her 100th anniversary, and she's also on the poster of the film festival. And of course, you'll discover the architecture of this wonderful city, since the museum is within the Mole Antonelliana, a fantastic tower that is the epitome of the city and dates back to the 1800s. So, welcome to the Museum of History, in the Museum of Cinema, in Torino. Welcome. So to complete the perfect day in Piedmont, I'm eating the local cuisine, agnolotti del plin, which is a pasta with a filling of specific meat from the region, and fassona, which is a cold tartare also of local meat. And for those who are concerned about cruelty-free cuisine, I must say that at least in this region there is no animal farming, so it's not vegan, of course, but still it's not, the animals roam about and have a happy life before they land on our dishes. So buon appetito to me. Today, November 27th, since I'm at a film festival, the Torino Film Festival, it's inevitable to talk about also a great filmmaker that has marked the history of movie making, that has left us today, Bernardo Bertolucci, an Italian filmmaker who has won a variety of awards. We remember him for The Last Emperor, Last Tango, The Dreamers. He died at the age of 77 after a spell with cancer, and his filmmaking career stretched back to the early 60s, and he has become a key figure, a grand maestro of the Italian New Wave, alongside with Antonioni, Fellini and Pasolini, and he actually made a very effective transition to large-scale Hollywood filmmaking around the late 80s. And of course, we remember that The Last Emperor won 9 Oscars. So as we celebrate filmmaking today for those pioneering and fledgling directors that are presenting their new works during this film festival in Torino, we would like to remember a great and grand director that has marked the history of film and that has definitely inspired the ones who are making cinema today. Ciao maestro!